Hi, my name is David. Today we're doing number 832, flipping an image. This is an easy level problem on LeetCode, and we're going to solve it in JavaScript. So basically, we have a function that takes in an image, and an image is basically an array of an array consisting of numbers, and the numbers can only be 1 or 0. And then with this function, we want to first flip horizontally, invert it, and then return the resulting image. So we're going to have to return this image at the end. And the first step is that we flip it. So this is basically reversing the orders of this array. And next we want to invert it. So every time we see a 0, we put it a 1. And every time we see a 1, we put a 0. So how we're going to do this is that we're going to have to do some loops. So the first thing is that we got to loop through image, and this is for the horizontal. We're going to split this into 2 steps. Okay, so the first one's loop through image, and we're going to reverse it. So we're going to use pointers. So create left pointer, and then we create right pointer. And when we do a while loop, while left is less than right. And then in this while loop, we gotta replace the values in the left pointer with the ones in the right. And then outside, once we finish, and then we move them, and then we increment it after. Increment left, decrement. So this is doing the first part, which is flipping it horizontally or reversing the array. And then the next thing we do is that we have to loop through image again. And we make another nested loop for the inner array. And inside of this nested loop, we gotta create the condition if value is 0, and then we change it to 1. Else, if value is 1, we change it to 0. And then once we finish that, we just return image. So let's do it. So first, we loop through image for that I equals 0, I is less than image dot length I plus plus. And next we create the pointers. So we can do the while loop. Let L equals 0 on the starts at 0, and let the right equals image index of I dot length minus 1. And now we do the while loop while L is less than right. We have to substitute it. And then how we're going to substitute these values is that we're going to use the temp variable. So let temp equal image index of I, index of L. So now since we create this, set that value to temp as that value, we can change this value now. And then we change it to the right, I, right. And then we can change this now to temp. And then after that, we increment L and then decrement or. So we can console log it so we make sure we got this first step right. So we console log the image, the input, and then we do it after the loop. So we just see it reversed. Right? So there's this input and then it's reversed. And these are the same, but you get it. So now let me close this out, get rid of these console logs. Now we do the second loop we need. So for let I equals 0, I is less than image dot length I plus plus. And now we do the loop for each word, each array inside of it. So for let j equals 0, j is less than image index I dot length j plus plus. And now we create the condition. If image index I index j equals 0, we want to change it to 1. Else if it's equal to 1, we want to change it to 0. And lastly, we return image. Great. Great, we got it. So the time complexities, we are doing a loop through image, and each image has the length of the array inside of it. So it's going to be O of n squared, n times n being the longest array inside of it. And then the space complexity, let's look. We're creating a variable here, variable here. These are pretty constant, they're constants. So it's going to be O of 1. So that is how you solve this problem. Thank you.